Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer courtesy of Matt, so thank you so much. This is from Charlestown Fermentory, and this is B Sharp. So this is a reference to The Simpsons. I mean, obviously. They were a band in an episode where they were, barbershop guys that sang, whatever that, a cappella thing that a lot of people do. And this is Parlor, the barbershop thingy. What do you call that thing? Remember that thing as a kid, but don't see it anymore. But yeah, remember being a kid in New York. That's just the thing, but they don't do that anymore, I guess, right? This is a 7% IPA, New England IPA. No other information on that guy, so let's dig into it. Beer is maybe a little bit darker than the other two that I've had. This comes in a light gold color, medium plus haze on that. Okay, so this one, also get that dank, swirly thing. Yeah, underneath there's some fruit, but it's mostly that just like vegetal, grassy, soily thing. Lifted up by a little bit of tropical fruit, a little sweetness of the malt. Smells quite nice. Yeah, cheers. Okay, so this is easily the most fruity and less dry of the, I guess I reviewed only an IPA session IPA, but this is also just an IPA. Slipping in at 7%, sorry. So I did 4.5, 6.3, now 7. Okay, so this is more than solid IPA range. And it's a nice kind of like scaling that I've done in the sense that like, you sort of see it. It's honestly a proper tasting. It's a great way if you go to a New England IPA brewery or find a brewery that produces multiple IPAs at different ABV. A great way to taste through these beers and sort of like understand where alcohol, malt, hoppiness sort of like function within their own body. As in like a beer 4.5 is going to taste different than a beer at 6.3 and a beer at 7%. And like I feel like they've done similar processes or ingredients to these three beers, but you notice the differences. So now I'm 7%. The beer's less dry. I get more rounded malt character, but still generally a dry beer. And then the hops for me tend to sing. There's more of this kind of just like tropical fruitiness and fruit sweetness to the beer. Because I think there's just more malt sweetness and more alcohol sweetness to this beer. And then the alcohol is not noticeable. 4.5 is watery, 6.3 is just, dryish kind of IPA. Now I get a little bit of hint of alcohol in the back end. More noticeable. When you get used to it, 7%, you're going to notice where beers are. Even full blind, you can tell, okay, it's an under 5% beer. Okay, this is now 7%. Okay, this is now a double IPA, right? Great way to learn about beer. Yeah, this tastes like full-on New England IPA. It's definitely on the drier side compared to ones that are a little bit sweeter. It has a nice fruitiness up front. I get like a mango-y stickiness, a little bit of peach character, but then orange zest as well, pulpy orange. A little bit of malt comes in, and then I get an alcohol. It's drying with alcohol. This beer actually surprisingly has more alcohol warmth, at least on the palate, than I would expect. I might expect this was a maybe 7.5 double IPA, maybe 8. Possibly. Just a little not as thick, so possibly, but it's anywhere around there. But yeah, there's something there that's showing some alcohol. Yeah, something about the fermentation is really like, it's a little bit noticeable, a little bit harsh for me. Not terribly bad, but it pumps up that booze at 7%. Like this beer is either not labeled well at 7% or something's going on that's like, it gets punchy. There's like this kind of like lingering, like after you take a shot kind of like booziness that sort of sits on top. Okay. Tasty for sure though. Yeah, that alcohol's a little distracting though. For like a double IPA, 8.5, 9, like sure, but they label it 7. I don't know. Who knows? So very tasty though. Whatever the alcohol is tasty. I think I like the last one more. Let's go with back to 93, B Sharp Charlestown Fermentory. Thanks so much, Matt. Fantastic stuff. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Later.